What if the hardest boss in a video game isn't a monster, a robot, or a dragon? What if it's your own brain? Millions of people promise themselves just one more match, or I'll stop after this mission. But somehow, hours disappear without notice. Is that simply a lack of self-control, or are video games tapping into something much deeper? The answer begins inside one of the most powerful systems ever created, the human brain. Your brain is constantly trying to answer one question: what should I do next? To solve that problem, it relies on a reward system that evolved long before computers existed. This system helped our ancestors find food, build relationships, and survive dangerous environments. Whenever something important happened, the brain strengthened the desire to repeat that behavior. Video games didn't invent the system, they learned how to work with it. Many people think dopamine is the brain's pleasure chemical. That's only part of the story. Neuroscientists now understand that dopamine is more closely linked to motivation and anticipation than pleasure itself. It helps create the feeling that something valuable might happen if you keep going. When you open a treasure chest, defeat a difficult enemy, or see a rare item drop, dopamine helps fuel the excitement of what could happen next. The anticipation often becomes more powerful than the reward itself. This is where games become incredibly effective. Instead of giving rewards at predictable moments, many games use variable rewards. Sometimes you receive something amazing immediately. Other times you get almost nothing. Because you never know exactly when the next exciting reward will appear, your brain stays engaged. This pattern has been studied extensively in psychology because unpredictable rewards encourage repeated behavior much more effectively than guaranteed ones. Every match, every loot box, every rare collectible, or every unexpected victory creates another reason to keep trying. But rewards alone aren't enough to explain why players spend hundreds of hours in a single game. Modern games are carefully built around progression. Every completed quest fills an experience bar. Every level unlocks new abilities. Every achievement signals progress. Even small improvements feel meaningful because they provide visible evidence that you're moving forward. In everyday life, progress can take months or even years to notice. Inside a game, progress is immediate, measurable, and constantly reinforced. Your brain loves seeing proof that effort leads to improvement. Then there's something psychologists call the flow state. Flow happens when a challenge perfectly matches your skill level. If a game is too easy, you become bored. If it's too difficult, you become frustrated. But when the difficulty increases at just the right pace, something remarkable happens. Your attention narrows, distractions fade away, time seems to disappear. Hours can pass while feeling like minutes because your brain becomes completely focused on solving one meaningful challenge after another. The best games constantly adjust this balance, keeping players in that sweet spot between comfort and struggle. Multiplayer games add another powerful ingredient: people. Humans are social creatures, and our brains are deeply influenced by cooperation, competition, and belonging. Winning alongside teammates creates shared victories that feel emotionally rewarding. Climbing ranked ladders satisfies our natural desire to improve and compare ourselves with others. Even simple notifications that friends are online can trigger the urge to join them. These social connections transform gaming from a solo activity into an experience filled with relationships, teamwork, and community. Over time, these experiences can form what psychologists call a habit loop. First comes a cue. Maybe you're bored after school or work. Maybe your phone sends a notification. Next comes the routine, launching your favorite game. Finally comes the reward, whether that's excitement, progress, social interaction, or simply relaxation. As this loop repeats, the behavior becomes increasingly automatic. Eventually, you may find yourself opening a game without consciously deciding to do it. That's not because your brain is broken. It's because it has learned a pattern that repeatedly produced rewarding outcomes. Game developers understand these psychological principles remarkably well. They design systems that encourage players to return regularly. Daily challenges, limited time events, seasonal rewards, login bonuses, and unfinished quests all create gentle reminders that something valuable is waiting. None of these features magically control people's minds, and enjoying games does not automatically mean someone is addicted. Most people play responsibly as a source of entertainment, stress relief, creativity, or social connection. But these design choices do increase engagement by working rather than against them. It's also important to remember that not every player responds in the same way. Personality, age, mental health, and life circumstances all influence gaming habits. Some people can play for hours and stop without difficulty. Others may struggle to disconnect, especially during stressful periods when games provide an escape from real-world problems. Researchers recognize that gaming itself isn't inherently harmful. Like many enjoyable activities, the impact depends on how it fits into a person's overall life. So why are video games so addictive? The answer isn't hidden inside a secret algorithm or a mysterious chemical. It's the result of many psychological systems working together. Motivation driven by dopamine, unpredictable rewards that keep curiosity alive, constant progression that makes effort feel worthwhile, challenges that create flow, social experiences that satisfy our need to connect, habit loops that grow stronger with repetition. Each system alone is powerful. Combined, they create experiences that can hold our attention for astonishing lengths of time. The next time you tell yourself, just one more game, pause for a moment and ask a different question. Are you chasing the reward or the possibility of the next one? Because the greatest achievement modern video games have unlocked isn't higher graphics or larger worlds. It's understanding how the human brain learns, adapts, and keeps searching for what might happen next. And once you recognize that, you'll never look at a loading screen the same way again.